Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and boy, have I got a story here. It highlights, I think, the sheer stupidity, the sheer ineffectiveness, and I think the downright almost corruptive nature of Scotland's legal system. For what I'm about to tell you is going to be mind-blowing. There is a man, his name is Christopher McIntosh. He's 38 years of age, and he was, until recently, a bus driver. But he's lost his job. The reason he lost his job was that he sexually assaulted a child. And he did that whilst driving the bus. He was also on the mobile phone whilst driving the bus. So he goes to court, pleads guilty. He admitted it, for repeatedly engaging in sexual activity with a 15-year-old girl while driving the bus. And what do you think his sentence was? Well, he walked free from court. He didn't even get a ban. He didn't even lose his driving license. It's unbelievable. This sleazy, dirty old man carried out all these sex acts with a 15-year-old girl while driving a bus, and the court thought, I know, let's let him walk free from court, straight out into the world, because there's plenty more 15-year-olds where that one came from. This PD driver hit speeds of nearly 50 miles an hour in a double-decker bus whilst having the 15-year-old girl sitting on his lap, and he was doing the things he was doing to her. Dundee Sheriff Court was told McIntosh's wife has dumped him. Don't blame her. Well done, love. Get rid of him. You don't want that thing in your life. And that he's lost his job from driving the bus. And he got another job with Timpson's doing the old key cutting thing, and they fired him as well. Well, good, because he's now got to be unemployable. Nobody is going to want someone like this. Grainy footage from the internal camera on the bus showed McIntosh and the girl in the cramped together in the driver's cab of the bus for a 2-hour journey. Dundee Sheriff Court was shown 16 minutes of the clips, which revealed they were also using a mobile phone while McIntosh was driving. The court heard that McIntosh worked for driving late-night buses for Moffat and Williamson between St Andrews and Glendrothes when this happened. And he would meet the girl and met her several times, and that they would engage in this behaviour. During the course of several journeys, when there were no other passengers aboard, they would engage in sexual activity while he was driving. McIntosh from Dundee admitted engaging in the sexual activity with a child during the course of a number of journeys. So this isn't just a one-off, this is many times between March and April last year, and he admitted kissing and embracing the girl, who cannot be named obviously for legal reasons, during repeated sexual trysts. He was also found guilty after the trial of driving the number 64 double-decker bus carelessly on various roads around Fife on the 10th of April. He was found to have driven with a child in the driver's seat alongside him, with his arm around the child, while repeatedly looking at a mobile phone while driving a double-decker bus. Unbelievable. It's just, I can't get over it. They've got video evidence, he's admitted it, and he haven't gone to jail. What world are we living in when you can sexually abuse a child on multiple occasions and completely walk free from court? It is absolutely unbelievably. It's understood McIntosh was well aware of the girl's age because she had to show her child's identity card to board when she boarded the bus for her free travel. And he's been put on a 3-year community payback order with supervision, which means a bit of unpaid work. Unpaid work for sexually molesting a child. It continues in Scotland, doesn't it? It continues. I mean, here's the thing. It isn't the first time we've seen the abuse of children result in people walking free from court. And you can only wonder why. But when the head of the legal service is part of the cabinet, you've got to wonder if the head of the legal service is protecting the cabinet, is protecting members of the SNP. Because that's the only explanation. They're trying to make it that the sexual exploitation and the sexual abuse of children is not seen as serious. It's okay, they're only children, they'll get over it. And make it constantly whittle it down, constantly making it a lesser and a lesser crime, until eventually the time will come when it won't be a crime at all. I think this SNP government are deliberately trying to push an agenda wherein they're legalising sexual contact with children. They're certainly not sending the signals that if you do this you're going to get punished, because you just generally don't go to prison for it anymore. We had that one who actually arred a child and walked free, and now here we have another one, multiple times abusing a child and gets a bit of community work. Why is this a thing? Why are these things happening all the time? Unless it's with the full connivance of the courts, of Bain, Dorothy Bain, and the government in which she sits. We all know what the P stands for in SNP, but they're actually just blatant about it now, aren't they? So if you've got children, particularly girls, but if any child, if you've got children or grandchildren in Scotland, just be aware what the SNP have in store for them. And maybe consider that the SNP aren't the sort of people who ought to have power and authority, and certainly shouldn't be near children at any time. Indeed, all of them really need to be on a list. Thanks very much. I'm going to stop there because it's just going to get me so angry if I carry on. But I'm sure this won't be the last time I report on something like this. Hey ho. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.